Hello everyone and happy Monday. I believe it's Monday today, so wherever you are or whenever you're listening to this is perfect. Today I will share a bit about the process of becoming the you that you are meant to become, and I will also share about our program, the Divine Child Healers program that we will start again, the second round in August. But becoming the one that you're meant to become, I think I've heard that for many years now, and probably even before that, in previous incarnations maybe, or on other astral planes. But we see it often in our human mind, very limited. And I want to share from the perspective of creating the Divine Child Healers program. So I've been I've been using my healing modalities on children for several years now, and it has really been a big part of my work. And all the time I have known that the work with children was an important part of the contribution I came here to Earth to have. So in the beginning I saw myself doing healing sessions, and that was very much what I did, and became better and better at doing the clairsentient, you can say, analysis, the feeling of what is this child needing, how is this healing benefiting this child. And for those who have experienced my sessions or who are on the Divine Child Healers program, you know that, or you might not know that I didn't have the abilities turned on all the time. So when I first started doing the healing in this lifetime, I did not know what it was that I was sensing, or I could not tune in and tap into all the things that I can tune in and tap into now. So it was this growth, the experience of growth and coming back to these abilities and fine-tuning them, and they continue to expand and grow. And that is also how we become more and more powerful as healers, is that our capacity continues to grow throughout our lives. So that is one thing that has really shifted. But as I say, I saw myself as a healer for children, and that just growing, becoming more and more used from the parents and the children to help them come back in realignment. But what I hadn't seen coming last year was the idea, or the powerful nudge, to start teaching others how to become healers, or how to be healers for children. So I was surprised when I got that guidance last year, but it's the path of the soul. You don't always know, or you often don't know what's up next, or how the soul will move from one stage of your life to another. So really understanding that this was just coming out of the blue from my human perspective, but from my soul and my guide team, it was clear that this has been in place for really long. And they said, but the people are there now that needs this, and it's your cue. So I remember it was the war in the Ukraine. Not that I was in resistance, I was actually not in resistance at all, because that's one of my powers of being here as a human. And the soul that I'm incarnating with is to be in a great level of acceptance, and that helps me to do the healing for any child, because then I can stay open to letting the energy flow and not be in resistance to their experience. So I was in great acceptance of this war and how it was affecting the children. I know they're divine masters, but my guide team was clearly saying, this is your cue. This is your cue to start the program for others who wants to assist children. And I was like, well, okay, it seems we will be doing also group healing on children who needs that. So I was opening up, and there was already this program that was really really clear that this is how it's going to be, and I was just channeling it. A great part of it, I did not know exactly what to expect from it, and that is how it is when we move with our soul path. It always gets bigger, it always gets more expansive than we could have imagined, and if not, we are not seeing the full picture yet, or we have not completed that specific experience. There's still more to gain. So as a part of this, I was hosting the you can say the preparation calls. That will, by the way, soon become freely available for those who feel called to look more into this. So you can send me an email if you want to receive a notification when they become available. So a part of this, I felt like I was also nudged and guided to go to California, and I felt it was related to the children. So going there, I had no idea how I would go there, or when exactly I would go there, how it would all go, was going to come into place. So that was just a deep level of surrendering into, okay, I'm just gonna follow my guidance one step at a time. Again, we do not know exactly what's gonna come or how we're being guided. And not until 4 days before I actually left to California, I bought the ticket. So there was a great level of trust and just surrendering to the timing of it. And that is how we are guided to live if we want to really stay on the highest path, because that's how the universe orchestrates for us. It's not like 3 years ahead, or when is the cheapest, or when is the deadline. It's really just when it's divine timing, and then just surrendering into that. I'm sure that some of you have been on this journey as well. Some of you have maybe right now experienced difficulties in leaning into that because you feel like, oh, but I know how it works with my human mind. But there's a greater level than that to it. Okay, so I came to California, and not until there I actually met some of the people who came with me on the journey of the Divine Child Healers program. So that was really important to come over there, connect with the John Rusciano and Giovanna that are now on the advanced part of the Healers program. I'm gonna talk more about that in a moment. But I met some of the people that were going to be in the program there, and it was clear that we needed these people, not in the sense of like needing, but it was they were an important part, and they had called me in to come over and open this together with them. So that was really clear, and just following that, starting the Divine Child Healers program, every module was channeled. There was channeled information, you can say theory around energy. How does it work? How does it work in the child? What is a parent-child relationship? How does it work with incarnation? How are we creating experience? How is the child like coming into this world or fitting into the family? What is the purpose of them coming with certain settings or ways of being, or what is the purpose of getting a trauma? All this we were really diving deeply into, and also helping the child to dissolve it and understand what we could be for the child. A balanced adult, really much more than that, really understanding that our energy field can support not only the children that are physically with us, but in the world as a whole. So we're becoming the adults that are creating an energy grid for them to support their growth, and their growth from a place of connecting or staying connected to their divine knowing, their being, their essence, their divinity. So just gonna take a sip of this. Okay, so what happened then on the course was just bringing it all through, understanding that we were here to really hold the space for these children. And several of the people who were joining were feeling complete after the course. They were feeling like these 6 months were perfect in order for them to align with the highest truth for their family, with their own children, and really pursue a path that was in their highest good for themselves and their children. Because when it's the highest good for one, it is also for the others. So really staying connected with that. I know there's a lot of patterns in the motherhood and fatherhood template of how you're supposed to be a good father or mother, and we are really moving beyond that, because we are moving into the divine truth of who you are, the divine truth of the motherhood and the fatherhood. So this is both for men and women, but you can hear more about that actually in the preparation calls. We were really transforming one of the strong beliefs that lies within the divine feminine on those calls. So and the fact that we can follow our highest path and it will still support our children. So that is a huge belief that are present in many. So we dissolved it last year, those who went through this program, that you can move on your highest path and it will be in support of your children, and then that will show up, then that will be reflected back to you. But more in depth with that, we some of us went really deep, and I had 4 people from the program who wanted to go deeper. And it was also clear, which is really heartwarming to me, that we had orchestrated this because we wanted to continue to work together. We wanted to make this a movement. We wanted to expand this, a movement of adults, sometimes very childish, but childlike, that supports children around the earth, or help family to thrive, help parents to raise their perspective and really to come into a new level of understanding of who we are and what we're here for on the planet as parents and with the children. So that was really powerful for me to see that the plan was already there. We were together for a reason, and we would continue to expand together. And I invite you to join that movement. So whether you feel you want to assist your own children, or you feel that there is a greater calling to maybe support children through your healing work, your own work, or you feel that there's actually something calling you right now, you can't really define it. It's helping children and it's all around the world, and you might feel, oh, but I cannot travel. And the good thing about healing work is you can do it remotely. You can really tune in to other people, and the people who are on this has been on this program really know that we can really tune in very specifically and assist, and also to really feel how they're feeling and describe their personality, their being, everything about this child. And we can support big groups of children just in staying balanced and staying aligned with their highest path. So I'm super excited about this, and I'm really inviting you to feel into if there's anything in this work that calls you. And also what I started out by sharing, that it's often bigger than we thought. So for me, going through these past months with my advanced program for the Divine Child Healers, it has really been so clear how each of us have been like magically orchestrated to fit in and live our role and live our purpose in great joy and in a team, in great harmony within this team. And we're here to assist each other, and more so we're here to assist the planet and enjoy it along the path. So if you by any means feel called to join us, you can send me your email. I can let you know as soon as the registration is open for the Divine Child Healers program in 2023. The first half year is going to be very, you can say, the basic understanding, the theory behind supporting you as a parent, grandparent, teacher, doctor, healer, or someone who just wants to show up for the children as your best self. And also for those of you who feel like you could go deeper with the your own inner child parent dynamic or relationship. And then the second part, the next half year, that is just for those who want to go deeper and want to continue to expand together and join this greater path that there is for some of us to work together and create these new institution, create this new network of adults who support parents and children around the globe in living their best life, living their highest dream and their highest self. So I know that this will call on some of you, and some of you will feel like very curious about it. As I said, the intro call or the preparation call from last year will soon be available for free, so you can listen to those and feel into if this is for you, if you're meant to continue on this journey. And if you just feel called by being in this community with me and receive my support, I also have my monthly membership community. So there are many options. Just reach out if you can feel that there's something resonating for you in this moment. Wish you a beautiful day. Bye for now.